Well, hello there, Teen Droid TV. I'm Mike Bates, and as you can see, I have donned some special Android attire for today's episode. This arrived in the mail over the weekend from Cruiser Light and Android Beanie. Kind of excited. I bought this kind of specifically for the Big Android Barbecue. I'll be wearing it there. Yeah, it's a little bit ridiculous, but at the same time, I like it. So, welcome to the Android vlog. Today is Monday, October 15th. And I'm going to be bringing you guys some of the newest and biggest Android news stories from around the community and around the tech news blogosphere thing. And then with that awkward intro and abnormal intro out of the way, let's get going. So today we have a couple of unique stories. First is that there is yet another Nexus device that looks to have been leaked, but it might be a fake. Earlier today we saw some of what looked to be an Xperia Nexus, but subsequent, I guess, observation proved that it might, it probably is a fake. It's a classic Sony design. It's got the whole kind of curve thing, kind of like not as extravagant as the Xperia Arc from a couple years back, but it's still there. I mean, look at some of Sony's recent phones like the Xperia S and all those other phones. You'll see the whole curved design. It looks like some of it's made out of aluminum, stuff like that. But there were a couple things that threw people off. First, it did not have a persistent search bar, and one of the icons on the home screen did not have a label, which are things you can really, both of those things are really only things you can achieve with a custom launcher, not really stock Android. So that's either a Xperia phone disguised and running a custom launcher, or it is a Photoshop job. And then on the back we have a Google logo, which looks like some of the older things from some of the older Nexuses. Like the last time, it was an older Google logo. It didn't look the same way that it does on the Nexus, the Galaxy Nexus. So that is interesting. Plus there was a micro USB port on the side of it, which looks especially weird. And if that wasn't enough, looking at the EXIF photo, or the EXIF data from the photos that actually took a photo of the device, the time of the photo that was taken of this device and the time on the clock on the device do not match up. Of course, that could be just because like a time zone difference or whatever. Maybe the phone wasn't set up the right way, or maybe the camera wasn't set up the right way. I know my camera does not have the correct time on it. Well, my phone does, but my actual camera that I use for like photographing things, taking photos of things, does not have the correct time. It's like all messed up. I think a lot of people are like that. My camera just like resets itself like once every month, like, screw that time, I'm just going to be default again. Yeah, so that's my camera in a nutshell. So it looks like this Xperia Nexus is fake, and I find that unfortunate because I, for one, would hope that there are going to be a whole bunch of Nexus devices. It does not look like that is the case so far, at least, even though we still have some rumors lying around. There definitely is an LG Nexus. Speaking of which, something interesting that The Verge pointed out, it was on The Verge podcast, The Vergecast, they pointed out that on the back of almost all the leaked photos, except for some of the newer ones, they have like the word Nexus across the back, which I don't think they're going to put in there. I don't think that's correct at all. I think that's just a Photoshop job. On almost all of the leaked images, it says with Google. Now, the last time we saw it say with Google on the back of a phone, it was the HTC G1, basically the original Android phone. Like the original one that ran the original version of the Android. Well, 1.1. 1.5, sorry. And so, that is interesting. They point out that that could mean that there's a big change coming to the Nexus program, or they're throwing it back to 2008. Such a long time ago. So, that's interesting. We'll have to see how that turns out. I personally am really interested to see how this Nexus thing goes down. Another thing we saw today for the first time was some footage of Modern Combat 3. We'd seen a trailer before, hadn't seen any footage of it. If you don't know what Modern Combat is, it's basically GameLoft's Call of Duty clone. It's got online multiplayer, which is so-so. It's got campaign, which is kind of utter rubbish, and it's got pretty nice graphics. They usually cram as good graphics as they can into the Modern Combat game. So, I mean, if you're excited for that, then be excited. Go check out the trailer, just YouTube search it, whatever. So yeah, it looks interesting. I personally probably won't get it. I'm done with GameLoft games. I've tried them for, let's see, like 3 years now, and none of them have really gotten that same polish that other games with much smaller development teams have gotten. So, anyways, we will see how Modern Combat 4 turns out. I might do a review of it. Who knows? And as for weekend content, I'm sorry I screwed up. Forgive me? Oh well. Anyways, thank you for watching today's episode of the Android Vlog. I will see you guys all tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up or a like right down there, right there. And please subscribe, which is up there, right? Yeah. So go subscribe if you want to see more content. I'm having a problem with this pointing stuff, and I've been trying to correct myself. But anyways, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys all tomorrow. Peace.